I think most young people are probably right in saying that they're depressed, right? Like a lot of people will just like self medicate that. Like I don't have anything against medication. Okay, like I kind of do. I kind of do. I don't agree with the fact that when you say to a doctor like I'm depressed and they just give you meds. I don't agree with that. I do believe, however, that in order to not be depressed, like there are some people who will have a genetic proclivity to being that way and they do need help. Okay, I'm not saying anything against that. What I am saying is, like, would a person still be would a person how do I say this, a caveman, basically a person who is basically kept in a cave, okay, and only sees sunlight for maybe 1 hour, told to do these monotonous tasks they don't actually care about for 16 years, would they be depressed? Probably. Okay, that is just the truth. And I say that, okay, because like that's basically the that's basically what either you are or what you were, okay? From the ages of literally 0 until maybe 16 or 18, okay? Even to 22, okay? You have been told every single thing to do, but you haven't really had that much of a say in what you want, especially in like the career path you wanted to take, okay? If you've done well in school, for example, you will probably be told to go to college, go to university, okay? But you realize like, hey, like if you're smarter especially, like you might realize, hey, the career that I want, it's not actually the thing that I want to do. I don't know what to do, okay? Yeah, of course you're going to be depressed, like you don't know why you're here anymore, okay? Like 300, 400, 500 years ago, it would basically be like, hey, you live on this farm, your dad is a farmer, when he dies, because you are the eldest, you will take over the farm. Bam, done, purpose fulfilled, okay? Today you don't have that. Okay, today you are born, okay? You play, you play a little bit, and then you go to school. You get good grades because you're not stupid, and then you go to high school. You get good grades. Okay, you're gonna go to university, to college, whatever, for the best subjects that you did. Okay, and then you realize like, shit, like, what do I do now? Right? You have a lot of freedom. Okay, what I'm trying to say is, I want you to try to pursue I want you to do something that actually makes you happy, but is also somewhat useful. Okay, like let's say you're really into video games. Okay, like I'm not bashing video games at all. What I'm trying to say is, if you're really into video games, is there a certain way where you could almost serve that industry? For example, if you're really good at music, but you also love video games, could you perhaps literally write music for a video game? Like, do you have a friend who is a really good software developer, whatever, okay? Could you work, or like a games developer, like could you reach out to someone or even work with your friends to make a game, okay? And where you're creating music, he's creating the literal like artwork, and one guy is creating the coding. Like this is genuinely how people made like Pokemon, for example. Like the the video game Pokemon literally was like comprised of maybe 10, 12 people, okay? And now it's like games nowadays, it comprises of like 200, 500 employees working like overtime, okay? Whereas that small video game for the DS is still sold millions, okay? And that's just how it was with technological restrictions, okay? Because the video game industry wasn't as big as it was now, okay? But is there a way for you to almost create your own hobby through things that you already enjoy, okay? For example, again, if you still kind of struggle with this, I'll give you an example, right? Like, I really enjoyed, like, being very competitive. I'm a very competitive person. I used to play a lot of, like, I used to play a lot of, like, Overwatch, right? And I would play a lot of competitive in that, and I would try to rise up the ranks. I was hard stuck, but my point is, I realized, hey, I'm really competitive. Why should I try to literally keep being competitive in this virtual world where I will literally gain nothing? Even if I become best of the best, I gain nothing. Why not use this competitiveness in a literal combat sport, right? Where people are literally looking to like be the best, literally knock someone out and stand there with their hand up like this, all right? That's what I wanted. Okay, that's what I wanted, and I got that. Okay, I have that now, and it's still a privilege for me to say that. So much so that like the sport that I got into, by the way, the sport that I got into to hone this kind of competitive spirit is Muay Thai. It's brutal, quite a brutal sport. I can't lie, but I saw it as, yes, one of the most brutal, but also one of the most beautiful. And I thought, hey, I want to be into this sport. I want to get good at this. Okay, so I got good at it, and now not only did I fight, I also now just coach this sport. Okay, I literally do like one-to-ones for people where I literally help people develop their style as well. So I'm very privileged to be able to be in this position to say this kind of like advice to you. And this is one of the reasons why you should trust me, is because I went through this kind of path as well. But right now you're probably somewhat depressed. You don't know where or what to do with your life. And honestly, just look at the things that you already enjoy and then see how you can serve that industry. Okay? And it sounds super like corny as hell. And sometimes you might get it wrong, okay? Like I got it wrong where basically I thought, hey, I'm really competitive. Maybe I want to be like maybe I want to try like skateboarding, you know? Like they're quite relentless, so I'll just keep trying that. Nope, it turns out I was really bad at skateboarding, and not only that, I didn't enjoy it. And honestly, if you don't enjoy the activity, like whatever thing that you choose, it's probably not going to be worth it, okay? You'll figure out in the like literally first 6 months whether it's going to be worth it or not. And I would stick with it for 6 months. That's a rule, okay? That's a rule on the channel where if you want to try something hard, try for 6 months, especially for Muay Thai. Very challenging, a lot of technical strikes that you can learn. All right, fundamentals literally will take 6 months to learn, like properly. Okay, unless you're getting PTs, then you might be able to shortcut that into maybe 2 months. Okay, again, PTs are actually incredible. Look into it if you want to get better at anything, even like let's say you wanted to be a musician, look into obviously a music teacher, for example. Okay, this is just me yapping a lot, I know, but I want the world to change. I want our generation to not be depressed, basically. That's literally it. Like, we have so much potential today with the internet, with literally with a community that can that has the potential to literally, we have the potential to be like the greatest generation technically. Okay, but we allow things we allow stupid things to just get in our way. We can be great. You can be great. Yeah, you have to believe that in yourself as well. And that's so cheesy, oh my god, but it's true. Everyone has the capability to be great, but you need to be okay going over like that hardship. Like literally, maybe, yeah, like you want to write music. Okay, you want to write music. You're really into video games. You write music for video games. Great. Okay. Now, how do you get there? For example, okay, okay, you look at some sort of, you study like compositions. You listen. How? Why is this so epic? Like you listen to maybe a boss. You know, you like in a video game, Dark Souls, for example. You listen to their themes, and you're thinking like, how did they create this kind of feeling? There's so much to study, so much, and it's all literally available online. It's so free. Okay, you can literally be a scholar of your own craft. Like, that's cool. That's cool as hell. Okay, study the thing that you want to not only improve at but also excel at. Okay, you can get so good. Okay, especially with YouTube, it's ridiculous that YouTube is literally like a free platform. Like, I'm so grateful for that. But obviously, like you can read like textbooks, I guess, if you want to get better in that way. I do believe if you're watching these kind of videos, you probably do better watching these kind of videos, like watching a video of someone doing something like coding, for example. Okay, but just pursue something that's already within your own innate interest. Okay, then you can figure it out from there. You can course correct if you have to. You might realize that, oh, you're not actually that into, like, I don't know, playing the piano, but you're actually really interested in, like, still using your hands. So you actually go into something like wood crafting, for example. Okay, you can course correct. Like, you have time. You have time. Like, you're fairly young. Probably. Okay, but if you're not, even so, like, are you just gonna give up now and then just let your life just go to waste because you only have like a limited amount of seconds. You have a limited amount of days, years on this earth, and you don't know when that's going to stop. You never know, okay? But it'd be a shame to not see where your potential can take you. Because you are a unique person, okay? If you create music, for example, for a video game, no one else would have heard that kind of music before. Yes, it might sound cheesy, okay? It might sound cheesy, like the music, okay? Because maybe it's your first few drafts. Fine. Then you start studying how these people, how these musicians create these very unique soundtracks. You study uniqueness and then try to see how could you create that yourself. And I can't give you that answer, obviously, okay? I literally just fight, okay? But I want you to try as well. Like, if you don't know what pursuit to follow, just try Muay Thai, honestly. Great sport. Great sport. So much to learn. 6 months. Give it 6 months. Search up, there's probably a Muay Thai gym near you or at least 1 hour away from you. First class will literally be free, all right? You can do like punching, kicking. You can also knee. You can also elbow. It's great. It's fantastic, okay? It's like boxing, but then you realize like, oh shit, their legs are super like lanky. I'll just break their leg instead. Like, it's great. And amazing fighters will also look like they're just dancing. They look like ballerinas. Okay, fantastic stuff. And there's so much variety. Like, especially if you're like shorter like me, you will figure out like, damn, this kind of sport, I can still beat people who are taller than me. Okay, and I can say that because I've done it before. Okay, it's possible. It's possible, and it's so fun. So give it a try. That's the reason why I created this entire channel to begin with. Okay, hope this helped. If you enjoyed this video, you can subscribe, and I'll see you later. Bye bye.